Happy Frugal Friday, friends. I'm Kate. This is Slate. He likes to make videos too. Today we're talking about living below your means in the new year, and that is not impossible, even if you live alone. So let's talk about some ways that we can stay living below our means, live a nice, calm, cozy life without drowning in bills. Let's get into it. Now listen, living alone can be amazing, peaceful, quiet. You control the thermostat, but it also can be sneaky expensive. So tip number one, build your budget around your real life and not your ideal life. Sometimes we want to think like, oh, we don't spend that much on groceries. Oh, it's probably like, $100 here and there. You got to know, and you've got to plan for what you actually spend and how you actually live. And I think that's what No Spend January is all about right now. We're learning old habits that might not serve us anymore. And now we are really tuned in and we're really being intentional when you do a no spend month, right? And then going forward into the year, you really have like the data to know, okay, what can I live without? What can I not live without? Because the goal on this channel is not so that you never can go out to coffee the rest of your life. I want that coffee for you. But we've also got to be smart about how we spend our money so we have money for the things that are essential and then for the things that we really want and of course for your future self. And then don't forget to give. So let's talk about building your budget around your real life and not your ideal self. Like 2026, Kate, is not waking up at 5 a.m. to prep quinoa bowls on a Sunday. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, right? And, maybe some of you are like, I'm going to start getting up at 4 a.m. and do it. And if that's you, awesome. But don't plan for an unrealistic version of yourself that you just know is not going to happen. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have goals and you shouldn't make tweaks in the new year. But what I'm saying is, okay, going forward, if you know you really like to go get coffee on Friday mornings, build that into your budget. Doesn't mean coffees are gone the rest of your life. If you have a small group of friends that you love to meet with every month and you guys go get dinner together, build that into the budget. We want to live. We want to have fun. We want to build our budget around the things that mean the most, that bring us the most value. So whatever that is, build the budget around that realistic, truly you life that you want to live. And don't feel bad about, oh, well, I probably shouldn't spend. No. This is about you and this is about creating the life that you want to live. So you've got to build it around that. I would love to say, oh, I'll never go out to eat again. I am going to go out to eat again. I am going to get food delivery once in a while down the road after January here. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to build it into the budget so that I can enjoy that. So it's about putting your money where it means the most and being realistic about your habits and your likes and your taste and your desires. You can do anything you want. You just have to budget for it. A budget that fits your real life is a budget you'll actually stick to. And there might be some habits that maybe you do. If you live alone, for example, and you're going to a store where you're getting bulk of things and you don't use it and you don't use it up and you're wasting food and you're wasting products, do the real you. If it's just for you or one other person, purchase for you and the one other person. Don't get these bulk things because you heard it's on sale, you heard it's a good deal. If you don't use it, is that a deal? Or maybe like your ideal self has people over and you buy things for guests, but then you never invite anyone over and that is just going to waste also. Again, create your spending habits around your real life and the true you. Sometimes when you're living alone, smarter is smaller. Smaller grocery trips, smaller portions, smaller utility bills. So beautiful. Frugality isn't about deprivation, it's about alignment. Number 2, here's another tip to stay living below your means, and that is make home the main event. This tip came to me when we were on Christmas break. I actually took a full break. So our school closes, right, for the holiday. But because I'm a full-time employee, I don't get it off. Like the teachers all get that time off, and basically the whole school, except me and a couple other people, we work year round. So we don't get it off. You have to take it off. And I did this year because I'm just very aware that my breaks with my son are dwindling here as he's getting older. And I'm like, I want to take advantage of every minute I can with him. And so I took the whole thing off. And we were mostly home. People, oh, what'd you do on break? I enjoyed my mortgage to the fullest. Make being home your main event. Yes, we did things. We saw people. We celebrated. We did some of the things. But the main event for us was getting recharged at home within these walls, and we were thrilled. Like I could have cried. I was so happy to have some leisure time when I wasn't in a hurry, time where I wasn't so overly scheduled. It was a beautiful thing. And often, even when I was out, I had a great time. I tried to be present, but I could not wait to get home. Raise your hand if you understand the pleasure of being in your home and being so delighted to go home. Home doesn't have to just be where you sleep. It's where you enjoy your life. Movie nights, cozy evenings in, morning coffee rituals. Oh. Sometimes it's just the small things, but I truly enjoy them. When home feels good, you spend less trying to escape it. Sometimes you don't need more income, you need less reasons to keep swiping. Make home the main event. Home is a beautiful place. I've talked about this for many years, about the importance of making your home your sanctuary. So if your home is not your sanctuary currently, I highly encourage you to find ways to make it your sanctuary. And there are some simple things you can do: decluttering, cleaning, and then, small little accents here, a candle there, a soft pillow, a cozy blanket, little spots in the house that you can retreat to and feel truly, truly at peace, calm, and happy. And recharge. Being home is a place to recharge and fill that social battery back up and get grounded. Home base is where it's at. Number 3, create boring money systems so you can have more fun in your life. Living below your means is not about thinking about money all the time. I know that on this channel, we're here talking about money all the time because that's what the channel is about, right? This is just a portion of your life each week, right? We come here, we get our weekly dose of frugal inspiration, and then we go live, right? But I don't want you guys ever thinking that money has to be the main focus all the time. I create these boring systems that are uneventful so that I can have fun in real life, right? These boring money systems can be as simple as, having your checking account as your main hub, having a savings account, so that's where, future self is going. Putting your bills on auto pay so you don't have to pay late fees and you're organized. I have been teaching my way of budgeting for several years now, and many of you have come to me and said, thank you so much for making this so much more simple. I have 4 budget categories. I have my household, which is the essentials of the house, the things that make the house run, your mortgage, your utilities, etc. I've got my savings for my future self. That involves retirement, emergency fund, all the things that are setting me up for the future. I've got lifestyle, which is all the icing on the cake, all the choices, going out to eat, movie tickets, concert tickets, that kind of stuff. And then I've got giving, because I truly feel like when I started giving, my life changed, because I used to hold on to money so tight and I thought, I don't have anything to give, I'm barely getting by. And when you change that mindset, your whole financial life will change. So I have created these boring, now I say boring to you right now is like to make you understand that this isn't anything so crazy, but to me, it's not boring to have my finances in order. It's exciting to me that these boring systems work, right? So don't think you have to be thinking about money all the time to be good with money. You set up these boring, regular, everyday systems so that you don't have to think about it so much and you can have fun with your money. The more boring your system is, the less emotional spending you will do. The goal is peace. Number 4, stop outsourcing small problems, especially if you live alone and you maybe have food delivery more often because it's just so easy. Maybe quick fixes, you're quick to call the plumber and it's something you could handle yourself. I'm gonna give you an example. I apologize if this is gross, but my hair comes out like crazy in the shower. I don't know if ladies, you can relate, or any guys. I have a lot of hair that comes out in the shower. And so my drain was super clogged. And I used to work for a plumbing and heating company, and they did not like it actually when you did Drano because it could kind of like blow back at you or anything. So I'm not saying don't do Drano, but I'm saying the best thing is to get in there first, right? So I was contemplating calling a plumber because I know some plumbers, and I was like, well, maybe they can just come fix this. But I know for them to even walk in the door, it's $100 right there, right? $100 for them to just come in. So I was like, well, what can I do? So I got down on my hands and knees one night. I unscrewed the drain, pulled it out, and what do you know? Hair for days, right? Like so much hair. So I pulled it all apart, clogged, and then I had bought this $7 little drain thing. I'll try to show you a picture here so you can see what it is. And I shoved that $7 snake. It's not even really a snake. I forgot what it's called. I'll leave a link. And I twisted it, pulled it out. Took me 5-10 minutes, right, for this whole process. Water running perfectly, water going right down. I did this myself. Now, that's not something I would normally have done in the past because I'm like, I can't do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a plumber. It didn't take a plumber. It took me. Little old me just figuring that out, and just like so small fixes like that. Now, if you've got a real plumbing problem, you better call a plumber. Or you've got a real heating problem, you better call the company. But for small fixes, I'm saying small fixes that maybe you can do yourself, try it. Before you spend, just think about it. Can I solve this myself first? Could I at least give it a try? If it's gonna take way longer than it would to just pay someone, don't waste your time. But if it's gonna take 10 minutes or less, hey, give it a whirl. You keep that cash. Number 5, design low spend or no spend default days within your week, within your month, especially if you have a spending problem, like a spending issue where you're overspending all the time. To create more structure in your spending, set some default rules. I'm gonna give you some examples. You don't have to do these, but these are just some ideas. If you need more structure in your spending habits, weekdays, low spend or no spend. Going out to eat, weekends only. Dedicate anytime you're gonna go out to eat on weekends only, and make it your default that during the week you don't go out to eat. Group your errands on one day per week. You know that if you're doing groceries, you're going to the post office, you're going to the bank, you're running any errands on that one errand day. This saves on gas, time, mental energy, doing groceries this day, gas this day, bank this day. It really narrows it down and makes your life simpler. And I love simplifying any routine. So take these ideas, make them your own. Structure reduces decision fatigue and helps you save money with much less effort. If any of these tips are resonating with you, type in the comments, I've got this, and I will know that you are thinking about ways to live below your means this coming year, and that you are ready to make a little change here and there. Maybe it's just one thing. If every week you change one little thing, it's that much closer to your financial goals. Number 6, get comfortable being unimpressed. Marketing is loud. It's in your face and it is relentless. New launches, upgrades, trends. You don't need to react to all of it or any of it. Frugal people say quietly, "That's nice, but I'm good." You don't have to be impressed by all the things. Like, I know some people like, "Oh, did you see the new iPhone? Oh, did you see this? Oh, did you see it?" No. Or if I did, I am unimpressed. I am intentionally unimpressed. Because how much better is it really, first of all? But second of all, I don't need all the things. That's nice, but I'm good. And that mindset will save you more, sometimes more than coupons ever could. I love digital coupons, by the way, like for my grocery store. But sometimes just deciding to be unimpressed with all the new this and new that will get you a lot further, because it's very easy to fall into, oh my gosh, you guys, I watched on Netflix over break, I think it's called Members Only Palm Beach. Let me know in the comments, did you watch that? And I think you probably think it's funny that I would watch a show about such extravagance. But to me, socialite life is very intriguing. I know I'll never live that life, but I like to see sometimes how other people think so that it helps me understand people more. I was a psych major, if you guys don't remember. So that kind of stuff intrigues me. And the lengths that these women go to look a certain way, act a certain way, they were sharing their rules of fashion and their rules of etiquette. And I was just mesmerized by how far people will go for their appearance, for their status, for power in their social circles. It was wild to me. So get comfortable just being unimpressed, just as you are, just who you are. You don't need all those things. But let me know in the comments, did anybody watch that? And what were your thoughts? It was, I don't know. It's kind of like The Real Housewives, which I used to watch a lot back in the day too, because again, it just intrigues me. But what were your reactions to it? It was, yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Dun, da, da, da. Time for a recap. Number 1, build your budget around your real life and not ideal you, realistic you. Number 2, make home the main event. Number 3, create boring money systems so life can be fun. Number 4, stop outsourcing small problems. Number 5, design default days such as low spend, no spend, grouping your errands to create more structure in your spending habits. Number 6, get comfortable being unimpressed. You don't need that. That's nice, but I'm good. Living below your means is not about being cheap. It's about being intentional, calm, and in control. And living alone, sometimes that's even easier, especially if you can stop comparing yourself to others. Create the life you want. Don't be looking at other people trying to compare. Keep your eyes on the prize for what you want and how you want to live. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a video. Hit that like button and leave us a comment below on what your strategy is for this new year to stay living below your means. If you like this one, I'm going to leave another video for you right here to watch next. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.